Everybody, and welcome to Tuesdays with Tim. Here on MomoNomo, the home of the Happy Apostate, along with Latter Daily Digest with Gene Judson. And I believe that we have Gene Judson and Brother Jones coming to you live from Thailand. And looks like Gene's on his way to the airport to begin his journey back home. And I know he probably doesn't want to come home because he's had a pretty sweet trip. But we're just waiting on Megan, and we've got Diamond Dave with us. We're always happy to have him on. And of course, the Honorable Tim Rathbone. So, Tim, you want to introduce what we're talking about tonight?
Where will you go?
Where will you go?
Where will you go?
Where are you from? Why are you here? And of course,
where are you going to end up?
Will you go? I guess that depends on the Almighty Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. They're the ones that decide where you go.
Yep.
God has enabled them to make that decision for everyone. So you better be in tight with the church or you're in big trouble. When Jesus comes, from what I understand, when the second coming happens, if your phone rings, it will be Jesus Christ, and he'll be calling from Salt Lake City. So I've been told.
Oh, you mean he'll call the Pope? Remember the old joke as missionaries used to say, he'll get a call. Jesus will get a call, or the Pope will get a call in Rome, and it'll be from Salt Lake City, or it'll be Salt Lake City will get a call from Jesus, and it'll be from Rome.
Of course, the way the church always tells it, the Pope said, I've got good news and I've got bad news.
Bad
the
news,
good
right.
news is that Jesus Christ is on the phone. The bad news is he's calling from Salt Lake City.
That's the joke. Thank you. I couldn't remember. It's been too long.
What the heck is that picture of Gene? Gene, is that really you, or is that like a IA picture? Because you look Gene. A little bit, I don't know, he looks a little bit too happy in that picture. I don't know what it is. So I guess we'll get the ball rolling. Dave, how's the weather in Mongolia?
Wait, I just clicked back in. I guess Megan's doing a premiere right now, so I don't think she's coming. But I just clicked back in and saw Gene's picture, and now I'm traumatized.
I know. I'm kind of traumatized myself because I don't know. I don't think that. I think that might be what he would look like if he were a cartoon.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, I don't know.
I guess we offended him because he's gone now.
Oh no.
It's bright. I don't know what's going on with my camera. We've got like full sun today, which is kind of unusual, but whatever.
You're sure it's not the second coming?
No, Jesus ain't gonna come here. I can tell you that right now. Jesus is not gonna come here right now.
There's too many Buddhas and stuff around there, right?
Christianity is virtually non-existent here. Like, there are some, and the LDS Church does have a presence here, but I mean, it's less than like 0.5% of the population. Because like 55% is Tibetan Buddhist, 40 to 42% have just no religious affiliation whatsoever. Well, I haven't even seen any Muslims here, but supposedly 2% of the population is Muslim. They're probably the Kazakhs that live like way out in the provinces. And then everybody else is like in that remaining 1 to 2% that's left over. So
it sounds like it's a very peaceful place to live.
Some ways yes, other ways no.
What are the no ways?
You get on Facebook. yeah, there's a lot of dissatisfaction with like the current government. So, there's that.
Hmm. You
Crime is
sure you're
going
not
to
mixing? Are you sure you're not mixing that up with the U.S. of A.?
No, like there's actual influencers when Nepal had their revolution, like there are Mongolian influencers that want to do the same things or worse to politicians. Like it's
Ooh,
if something happens, it's gonna be bad. I can tell you that, but I don't think anything's gonna happen. But if it were to, it would get pretty ugly.
What were you going to say, Tim?
Megan will be here in a few minutes, she said.
Oh, okay.
Yay! It's always better with Megan.
She's
I
doing
mean,
a premiere, but it'll be done soon, she said.
not
overall,
that we aren't just effing incredible, but
no,
Megan always makes it a little bit better.
no.
Always. We always need women's
Always.
voices. So if anybody wants to jump on, like Kinder Kim or
Rio
Rio
for
for
life.
Life or
Or
anybody.
Trevor. Trevor,
Trevor.
where are you?
Yeah, Trevor, where are
Yeah,
you?
Trevor, we need women's voices. Get on here. That was them that did that, not me. Don't get mad at me, dude. But to finish up what I was saying to Randy, like overall, it's a pretty peaceful, pretty chill place to live, right? There is crime, but it's very, very low. Like, you might hear of the occasional bar fight or like see shouting matches on occasion, but that's like violent crime's pretty low here, so
That's
Well,
good.
that's very good.
it's cultural too. Because I mean, like in many Asian cultures, it's about saving face, right? So if one
Right.
person's just standing there and the other person is gonna go off, then everyone's gonna side with the person who is just being chill.
Yeah, that's kind of human nature, I think.
Yeah.
Tim, would you explain to me and to Dave and the rest of the world what is meant by our title, Where Will You Go?
Where will you go in life? Well,
And
I know you wanted to talk about where we'll go after we pass on, according to LDS theology. Dave
yeah,
wanted to talk about um,
The direction of the church, because the
yes,
church
thank
always
you.
the church has always told us as members, if you leave the church, where will
Where
you
will
go?
you go?
But the LDS church is the one that's trying to straddle the conservative right and the liberal left in America, right? So they're going mainline Christianity theologically as well. So you got the political divide they're trying to breach between conservatives and progressives. But then you have the theological line that's getting wider that they're straddling it, and that is, are they going to stay with the doctrine, or are they going to go more mainline Christianity?
I think
well,
the more that they jettison.
yay, here she is.
Hey, there's
We can
beautiful.
we can start enjoying ourselves. And Megan, you are muted.
Well, who set
You
that system up, Randy?
Very good.
So we were
It was
just getting started about what we're going to talk about tonight. And Tim wraps it up handily by saying, where will we go? And I think that Dave's idea and my idea are kind of rather synchronized because, very compatible with each other because we've got the church deciding who's going to make it to heaven and who's not, and what are the criteria to make it to the celestial kingdom and the highest degree of such.
Yes.
The highest degree of suck. Is that what you said?
Yeah,
That's it.
I know what that is.
7.
There is no
Um,
gravity. There is sex.
There are a lot of criteria. That is for sure.
Well, but we were talking about the church changing. So let's start with the earthly things, and then we'll move to the heavenly things. How's that? So
Okay,
as the church jettisons more and more of their peculiar teachings, like they've got rid of polygamy, Adam God.
Your own planet.
Well, yes and no. It's still in the books. It's still in the manuals. Okay. But publicly, well, like the church always does, it speaks with forked tongue.
Yes.
It's
Is my
so
audio better right now? Is my audio
Yeah.
better?
I
Yes,
got
that's
you
better.
5 by 5, damn it, Dave.
5 by 5.
Okay, cool. I just kicked it up to 130. For some reason, when I came in, it had me on like 37 for some reason.
Definitely, definitely better. Trevor,
and-
welcome, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess.
And as they move more and more towards being Christian and adopting Holy Week and all these things that we've known about for years, but the church didn't practice, some members are going to leave over it, and others are just going to accept it.
Well, I think we should start with the big group that will not be blessed to go to the higher degree of the kingdoms. And that's everybody who's not Christian. Let's just start with that. Everybody who's, the Jewish people, the Hindus, how many groups are there that are not Christian?
Way
They're
to throw me in there, Randy. You know
I'm
what?
sorry.
As the resident Hindu here,
Especially
you
the
gotta
Hindus.
throw me in there.
I'm sorry that you're bound for hell. I have nothing to say about that. But
apparently-
non-Christians are
Let's
out.
be fair, though, Randy. It's not that they're not going to heaven. It's that they first have to go to spirit prison. And then they have an opportunity to confess that Jesus is the Christ. If they do that, then they get out of spirit prison and everything's hunky-dory.
That's a good
That's
point.
right.
So, Diamond Dave,
Yeah,
there's a little hope for you.
Well, yeah, but as the Hindu here, does anyone notice, being the Hindu that Randy called out, I have the celestial sun beaming in through my window right now? You might want to rethink that angle there.
I know.
Positively godlike, Diamond Dave.
I know.
I thought it was the second coming when he first popped on, but he said it's just the sun. S-U-N, not S-O-N.
Teresa Robinson, you are correct. It is a ripoff of Purgatory.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, no, that's Outer Darkness. Outer Darkness is more like a ripoff of Purgatory.
But isn't Purgatory a temporary
Yeah.
condition?
Yeah. I
Oh
agree
yes,
with Megan.
right. I think yes.
Yeah, Purgatory.
Right.
Purgatory is temporary.
But I think outer darkness is forever. You're floating alone in nothing but darkness for the rest of eternity. And have you ever figured out how long eternity is? That's a long time to be floating around.
I mean, that just sounds like paradise to me. By myself
Yeah.
in darkness, that's like an eternal
yeah.
nap. Like,
I'm with
Yeah.
you, Dave.
I mean, yeah, I
Yeah.
was gonna say, Megan has like, you have 5 children, is it 6?
I have 6, yeah.
Yeah, you probably want a nap, like
I
you
do.
know.
I want a
Yeah.
nap.
So
want to
yeah,
go
like I mean,
once in my
works out
life.
for Megan. Yeah, works
Yeah,
out
but,
for Megan. So
40, 50 million years into it, you might be getting a little bored. And I'll tell
but
you
in
this.
eternity, you don't have a sense
It's
of time,
nonsense.
That's right.
Right.
so it
you
doesn't
don't know how
matter.
long it is. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. That's right.
Well, I would get hungry. I'm telling you that right now. I
We
would
only
get
have a
hungry.
sense
Randy,
of time because somebody
perfected
invented
body.
clocks.
What, Megan?
We're all going to have perfected bodies, so we won't need to eat, which to me, personally, that sounds like hell to me because,
Yes.
you know,
Right.
no
It
gourmet
all
food
sounds like
in
hell.
heaven.
Lasting forever would be hell.
That's going to be great for those who want to drop a few lbs, though, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
You know, it's like
I don't
I'm
know about you,
fasting.
but my spirit delights in fatness. So
Yes. We'll miss all those good meals.
They say that the food will be divine in heaven, no pun intended.
It'll be
But
ambrosia
I don't. It'll be Captain Crunch, is what it'll be.
for you.
And I,
Okay.
for all time and eternity, I'm good with Captain Crunch if it has to be one food.
but Randy, where
Lem-
did you hear that the food was going to be divine in heaven? Because I heard that we weren't going to need to eat.
Well, you get to eat lunch.
Well, don't be hurting me, Megan.
You don't have to. You
Let's
get
just.
to.
I mean, to be fair, it plays into his point because mainstream, like mainline Christianity does have that belief. And I've heard that in like non-denominational churches where like the streets are made of literal gold and there's divine food and you have a mansion and all that. So
Right.
that ties in
Well,
with the discussion of like, is the church going to go mainline Christian and adopt that? Or is it
Yes.
going to
They
throw
already
the
say that
doctrine
stuff.
on?
I've heard Mormons
It's
say
gonna
that.
go.
I've heard
It's gonna
Mormons
go
say that king is
mainline.
gold,
It's slowly moving towards
Yeah.
mainline.
for sure.
I'm gonna laugh if it does go mainline. So I brought this up, and I don't know how many people
Cornflakes.
here in the chat saw that episode, but we were talking, and I brought up that the church is international, right?
Yeah.
And like in Pakistan, nobody knows who Mormons are, like nobody.
Yeah.
But if they rebrand to Christian, that is a death sentence.
Yeah.
So, like, you know,
They're
like
missing
how
much.
far are they really gonna actually go with that?
But if they find out, like, what do Mormons believe? Oh, they believe in Jesus. Okay, well, they're horrible. Like, it doesn't really
They're
change
gonna
it.
go
Well,
as
no,
far.
not
gonna go-
necessarily.
They're
Not
gonna
This is like
go
necessarily.
as
a
far. They're
glance
gonna go
over them.
as far as they need to go to appease the African saints, because remember, that's their main
Mhm.
focus.
Yeah.
So
They're gonna bring back polygamy.
That's the only place they're still growing. So
That's
the
the only
answer
place
to your
to
question,
grow.
Diamond Dave, is whatever they have to do to keep the money rolling in and to stop the hemorrhaging of tithe payers.
Which I would argue you would want certain people to hemorrhage because it's typically the conservative people politically that are the tithe payers.
Yep.
So in
Yes.
theory, this, like, at least on paper, if I was the church PR person with my TBM hat on, I would say, screw the progressives, let them leave, focus on the conservatives. They're the one giving us money. Like Tim was saying, we're growing in Africa. They're extremely conservative. Double down on what we believe, triple down on the weird doctrine to keep the money
Yep.
rolling.
Yeah.
Screw the
think,
progressives, get them out.
And they're
I-
also poor. Every African saint who has friended me
Yeah.
on Facebook has asked me for money and a job. Every single one.
Mhm.
Every
the
African
My
saint
question
who's
is,
messaged
Every
you.
why are
every
you
a-
luring African saints into your
Yeah,
DMs?
where are you
I'm not. No,
I can
I'm
answer
not.
that, Meg.
Wait. Okay, Dave, I have a request. You bumped your volume up to 130. How does everyone sound? Because
Dave's a little
could you
loud.
take it down just a little bit because it's making my ears bleed.
Okay, I'm at 100 now. How is this?
Oh, that's
That's-
much better.
That's
And
much
if
Okay.
better.
mine's too loud, let me know too.
Well, see,
And
I have members in my friends. Okay, well, I don't know. I'm guessing there are still some members in my friends. I don't know, but they have friends in Africa who friend me, and I don't accept all friend requests. Like I ask anytime I get a friend request, I ask them, "Why do you want to be my friend, and where are you from?" And then they tell me, "All right, fine." And then they start asking me for a job, and can you help me get a visa, a blue card to come to America? Can you send me some money? Can you do this and that? And I say, go to your bishop. And then I block him after that, pretty much,
Well, I know that I will probably be asking you for the same thing, Tim. But I do have to say that the most beautiful accent in the entire world is the South African accent. It's
It's a good one.
gorgeous. You know, there's all kinds of harsh accents that I don't care for.
I don't know about that.
Don't, Tim.
Not my favorite.
Have you heard the South African accent?
Yes, I have. Yes,
It's
I'm
like-
gonna.
By some.
I mean, I think it's just a matter of preference because I have followers from all over Africa, and I'm kind of leaning toward like Tim's perspective here because I have heard the South African accent. I've also heard Ugandan, Nigerian. There's Ifrik, and then there's Mozambique. I have a lot of followers from.
You got to go
So-
Jamaican. Come on, Jamaicans #1. As far as
Yeah, that's not in
Hold-
Africa though.
Hold on a
Yeah,
minute.
sorry.
You guys
But-
are confusing.
I'm just
not
saying, of
talking
all
about,
accents.
Wait,
I'm
okay,
not
go
talking
ahead,
about
Randy.
African accents. From South African,
I know.
it sounds like an
Dutch.
Australian, New Zealand accent
It's
with
Dutch
butter
and
on it.
English. It's
It's
Dutch.
gorgeous.
Yes. Yeah,
And
it's
women
different.
are twice as attractive, and men are twice as attractive if they have that accent.
What? Whoa.
Okay.
All right.
That's your opinion. Thank you very much.
But it's the
It's-
right one.
it's
If
good.
anyone disagrees
Oh
with
my
me,
God.
they're wrong.
I like
They're
it.
wrong. Everyone's wrong if they don't agree with me.
No.
That's just the rule on this
Well,
accent thing.
To Tim's earlier point, I've actually done something similar, having all those followers on Facebook. And when I was a member of the church, a lot of African followers were like, "Hey, we want to go on a mission. Can you sponsor us? We want to,
Yeah.
do English speaking in America." I'd be like,
Yeah.
"Talk to your bishop." I got a Facebook message from a bishop a couple of years ago. He asked me for a job, and I'm like,
Oh,
"Wait,
my goodness.
I'm like, wait, you're the bishop. Why are you coming to me?" And he's like, "Well, you're a member of the church. You're in America. You have all these followers. You must know somebody." And I'm like,
Hmm.
"You're a bishop. Like, who do like go talk to the
That's
stake
crazy.
president?" Like, I was thinking that. I didn't say that because I knew if I typed that, the stake president might message me, be like, "Hey, can I get a job?" Like, that's just the way it is, though. But the reason why the church is there and why they tried to go to India is the power of scale. If you look at even just like corporations like the pyramid scheme, Sahara, for instance, in the 70s, Subrata Roy became a billionaire because he took very small earnings from a stupid amount of people in India. 1 out of 17 Indians were invested in the company, right? So if you can get very poor people to give you very small amounts of money, but you can get hundreds of millions of them to do it, you will make a lot of money.
That's basically what the entire U.S. economy is based on right now.
Yeah, the
Exactly.
petrodollar.
Well, I think
I wanna say-
the church is more in Africa just for the statistics. Like, I don't think they care about the money.
Well,
They just want the
I
numbers.
don't, but what's interesting is I don't think they expected that to happen. Because remember, President Kimball said, learn Mandarin, told everybody to learn Chinese.
Yeah.
He thought that China was going to open up.
Sorry.
Well, they
Exactly.
still have the language then, right?
Well, and now they're telling the members to learn a second language. They don't say which one, but they're encouraging
Dealer's
members to
choice.
learn a second language.
Moon
I
is
wanna-
Moon is also spot on because I was going to bring that up too. So I do agree with Tim that they didn't expect it to happen, but they went to Africa because Africa has a lot of people that are, that favor Christianity. There's also a stupid amount of minerals and gold in Africa. The most
Yes.
one of the most valuable gemstones in all of jewelry, if not the most, is tanzanite. It looks like amethyst, except it's only found in Tanzania. So if you can get your hands on it, hypothetically, and make jewelry out of it, it'll sell for hundreds of millions. It's only found there.
What's it called?
Tanzanite.
Okay. Wow.
I love tanzanite, and I'm sorry I wasn't paying close enough attention because I was reading what Gene was saying, but they don't have it anymore, right? The well is run dry for tanzanite?
That I don't know. I know it's in circulation. I've seen some Facebook articles, and I kind of take those with a grain of salt. But supposedly, there's more tanzanite that's been found.
Because I have a lot of tanzanite jewelry, because it's always been a favorite of mine.
Interesting.
And I want to say something about the power of scale real quick. I started taking a medication about 6 months ago, and I found that it made me really, really hungry. And I'd wake up in the morning just wanting to know what I could eat. And I'm keto, so I don't want to eat carbohydrates. So I started eating macadamia nuts. And after a few months on macadamia nuts as a snack, I found I was eating them constantly all day, and my clothes started getting tighter. And I look back at the videos a few months ago, and it's like, holy crap, because I used to weigh 310 pounds. Now I'm at 198, but I was starting to get heavy again. So I quit taking that medication. And
Did you smoke that medication? Was that a smoked medication?
No, but that makes you hungry too. About the time I quit.
Nuts?
About the time I quit smoking weed, which gave me the munchies, I started on this medication.
Mm.
Oh crap! Okay. There was a point that I was going to make about all of this, and it was really profound. And now I can't remember what the hell.
Oh,
all right.
People,
I'm sure it had something to do with the topic, though, right? About where the church is going.
Well, yeah, I would never go off topic, Dave.
Yeah, good.
But here's another group that won't make it to heaven. You know, we mentioned everyone who's not Christian. Also, everyone who has sex with anyone or anything other than their lawfully wedded spouse, and preferably not looking at each other naked. Anyone else is straight to hell.
I know that you said anyone or anything, and I would ask you to please not explain what you mean by that. Thank you.
Well, I'm just saying there are inanimate objects.
There's things out there.
aliens and reptilians are supposedly here on Earth, right? So there you go.
They are. Well, I saw a movie today that proves it. I saw Begonia, and there are aliens here. Everybody should go watch a great.
I feel like half of us here are aliens, just with how often we get off topic.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, Kinder Kim, only for procreation. Thank you.
Oh, that's right.
Kinder really? Kim. Wait, hold on. Really? Is that a thing in the LDS Church?
Traditionally, you can only have.
A long time ago, they used to. Well, they still do talk about the sacred powers of procreation. But it did used to be a thing that they would say, you know, if you're not planning on making a baby, then you shouldn't be doing that nasty, dirty thing.
I was in that time.
And you would have your garments on. You would have your garments on.
Yes.
You'd be fully clothed when you do it. You would just open the hole and stick it out. The lady would just open a hole. So you would
So I heard of
underwear used to be just open.
Yeah, like. So I heard that. I heard the no oral, but that's actually a ripoff of Jainism. That's actually interesting. So Joseph Smith may have ripped off of Jainism with that, because in Jainism, all sexual activity is a sin. To have sex with your wife or husband to procreate is a lesser sin.
I don't think that's Joseph Smith. I think that's later on. I don't think.
Oh, that's later on? Okay.
I think that's later on. Yeah, I don't think that's.
We were taught in church that birth control pills are a no-no. No birth control. If you are having sex for any other reason than having kids.
The rhythm method.
Just like Megan said, you shouldn't be having it.
Right.
The rhythm method was the only acceptable method.
So that's a lot of people going to hell too. I'm just saying. We're narrowing it down. Talk amongst yourselves.
I think that, I mean, if I don't know, with the TBM hat and as the proverbial PR person, I would still double down on that if you want to keep the money rolling. Because, I mean, from another perspective too, if the church becomes more more mainstream, if the church becomes like more mainstream and it'll lose like some control over its members, right? Because if it's more mainstream Christianity, they don't care if you don't go to church, right? So there's a lot of people that'll just, I could see a lot of people just be like, well, if I don't have to be here, what's the point of going? Kind of like the community of Christ, right? Where there wasn't all these expectations put on them. And then, like, over the course of time, the community of Christ has just slowly been imploding because
I have
people
a great
are donating and people aren't showing up.
I have a great money-making idea, Diamond Dave, is, they say you can't worship from home because you can't take the sacrament. What if we all as a group came up with pre-blessed sacrament kits that you can take home and put in your pantry, and it's already pre-blessed?
What?
So
Food storage. There you go. Food storage.
I remember
Emergency.
people who used to pray over their food storage, and they say, "We're done. It's all blessed now. So when we eat it, we don't have to say a prayer."
well,
That makes
there you
sense
go.
to me.
Well, you should
So you
over
can
all the
watch-
food in the world.
Also,
You can
though, I
watch
don't see
sacrament
any
meeting.
reason why we couldn't just have a drive-through sacrament meeting. You just drive up, you roll
Exactly.
down the window, give me the number of kits for my family, and we'll drive off. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have a drone
Or everyone
deliver
open their
it.
mouth and they toss
Oh,
a
but
little
they
piece
need
of
to
bread
count.
in there.
They need to count the numbers for the budget. You still got to count the members.
Yeah, they can just have their little clicker as you go by.
Yeah.
How many in
Okay,
your car?
all right.
Click, 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 click,
License
click. All
plate
right, there you
reader.
go.
Okay.
Just like a
Why
Costco.
don't they make us profit? That's what I want to know. Because the members would love us.
Because only one can be the prophet. Only one can.
We all could be presidents. I
Yeah,
mean,
we all-
Mormonism is the only religion where everyone's a fucking president of something. So
That's true.
That would be amazing. Yeah, I think we could come up with a lot of these ideas, so that it's all virtual. It's all virtual. Sit at your home, watch sacrament meeting. Honey, bring the sacrament kits.
They
It's
would-
time for the sacrament.
Well, they were doing that during COVID. You could bless the sacrament at your home.
You just held it up to the TV or the computer. And they-
Whatever. I don't
What if
know.
you're not worthy though? If you're not
Some of
worthy,
you
you're
may know what
screwed.
it was like during COVID. I don't know.
well, so that was like interesting for me because I never understood why that became a thing. And especially like with the backlash in the LDS church, like I remember when when the president at the time was talking about like, prayerfully consider vaccines, and then the entire church split into two.
Yeah, I love
Like,
that. That made me laugh.
yeah, I'm like, wait a second, just how stable is this church? Because no other religion complained about not being able to meet for services, right? And I mean, I'm not talking about just like other denominations of Christianity. I mean, I'm talking about like us Hindus and us, and, Muslims and like other religions that are known to get violent when you interfere with our religious practices, right? Nobody cared. But it was the Mormons that threw the loudest temper tantrum.
Of course.
Always.
How?
Always.
I
Because they
expected, like,
know, but the reason is because they know that without bringing the Mormons to the chapel to be re-indoctrinated with their fellow congregants, they might be doing naughty things like going out on the internet and studying things about the true history of the church.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I didn't consider it from that angle. I was just thinking, it's like, wait a minute. I thought Muslims would be the one to like start like rioting or something.
Yeah, because
But,
part
like,
of the Mormon indoctrination is keeping you busy with your calling. And if you don't have to actually show up at church and do your calling, then you have all this free time to, think critically
Have sex.
about things. Yeah.
So
Yep.
yeah, sex is naughty.
Really?
Here. I agree. Get rid of it.
Then how do we all get here?
That's why it's bad.
By sin. I mean, that's the whole thing, Tim. Didn't you know that?
Aliens.
We're just inherently sinful.
Oh, yeah.
It resulted
That's
in us. We got to get rid of it. Look how bad it
made
is. It
us
made us. Gotta stop it.
Conceived in
Oh, that's
sin.
right. We're all born in sin, right? Yeah, I forgot about that. Because Adam said that man might be a manner that might have joy.
Adam sinned that man might be. I don't think that's how that
No,
goes.
no, that's not how it goes.
That's the real original version. Adam sinned. and then
Adam
God
was
joined
that
him.
man might sin. No, Eve was that Adam might sin. That's how that works.
Adam was that men might be.
Men are that they might have. I can't remember the scripture. It's been too good.
Adam
Damn
was that
long.
men might be. And there they might have joy.
You know, it used to be a no-no to get tattoos. Tattoos were
You know what?
evil.
That wasn't till the 70s. And look at all the guys from the war who had tattoos. Like Brother Bounds is a Marine, and he had tattoos on his arms. I just really like his tattoos. You know, it was okay during the war if you went to war and got a tattoo. If you went to Korea or Vietnam,
Yeah, it was really just the
Temporary.
prison tats they were against, you know?
right, just the prison tats.
Yeah, they weren't specific because it's like I heard briefly like a couple older people be like, yeah, you should not get tattoos, and my response would be, well, why are you like accepting Polynesians and Maori with like tattoos like, you know, in their faces?
It's part of
I'm
their
just
culture.
saying they used
That's
to
right.
teach us that it was
There's
defiling
limits.
your temple that the Lord blessed you with. However,
Yeah.
they've let up on that now because they'd be in
Yeah.
big trouble here in the Pacific Northwest. None of those people would be going to heaven because everyone has tattoos here.
They would
I'm-
they would not get Mongolians. There are Mongolians with like sleeve tattoos. Like that's completely normal here.
Yes.
I think they're cool. Amanda has
And
a
yet-
cool sleeve.
The Mormon church is totally fine with carving up their temples with all kinds of symbology and words and everything
Mhm.
like that. But God forbid that we should put anything like that on our temples.
Right? I am still going to get my first tattoo. I even have it
Yay.
designed and ready to go. Yeah,
When are you
Is it
It's
that
going?
my-
picture?
it's my
The picture of
MomoNomo.
Oh,
It's my little devil. My MomoNomo.
yeah. Little devil, baby,
yeah.
baby devil.
It's him holding a pitchfork with flames above and flames below,
That's
and
fun.
and it'll incorporate the words "Happy Apostate" somehow like that. Yeah.
People
Yeah, I'm
prefer
excited for that.
shoes over the current president. I don't know if a Mormon would run for church or for president. If anything, I would think it
Again?
would be more on the down low. Yeah, again. I don't know. I prefer having politicians that are open about stealing taxpayer money to go on shopping sprees. That's what happens here, so I'm fine with that. But yeah, like that was an actual thing that happened, by the way.
Wow.
But yeah, I don't know. I think I don't know. It would be interesting to see what would happen if another Mormon did try to run, especially with how polarized America is, because I know during like Mitt Romney and Obama, I distinctly remember people like Christians not voting at all, saying we don't want to vote for the Mormon.
Right.
With how polarized it is and how, you know, people on the right hate people on the left so much, they might actually do the Mormon, you know, runner might actually do better. I don't know.
Who
I
would
think,
the Mormons
I think
put
Tim
up?
Ballard is going to run for president and prophet at the same
Oh
time.
no!
So
Fingers
Oh,
crossed.
There was a Star Trek episode on Deep Space Nine, and that did not end well. If you guys remember Star Trek Deep Space Nine, anybody?
Deep Space
Which-
Nine has a whole
which
different
episode?
meaning for Tim Ballard.
Which
Yeah.
episode?
Deep
Shakar.
Space 69.
What?
Shakar.
Yeah,
The Deep
Shakar. So
Space
that
69 would be Tim Ballard's.
but yeah, Tim. So the episode Shakar is where the religious leader Kai Wynn
Oh,
also
that's right.
prime
That's right.
minister at the same time, and everything
Yes.
goes to shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is
Thank
that
you.
English?
You have to
What?
watch Deep
Well-
Space Nine.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you who else won't be going to heaven, and we've narrowed it down considerably already, are those who drink coffee. And
Hell yeah.
you know that who is it that says
Oh,
like
but
she
but-
gave up
but-
her salvation for a little cup of coffee.
that's going
And
to
I-
change, Randy. That's going to have to change. They're now allowing it coffee. They're allowing it for certain things.
Wait,
Like-
what? They're
like-
allowing
like-
coffee now?
It's even
What?
changing to
It'll
a little
change.
bit. It's changing.
Well, they
It's
allow
changing.
energy drinks now. Like you allow energy drinks.
Wait, where do they
Not
allow
allowing
coffee
coffee.
now?
There, Rebecca did something on it a while ago.
You mean like to
The-
put on your
there's-
wounds or something?
No,
or-
they're softening the word of wisdom. I can't
No,
remember.
that's tobacco, Randy. Tobacco is only for bruises and all sick
Yeah.
Yeah,
cattle.
right. Tobacco,
I can't
yeah.
listen to that woman though that I don't think of you, Megan, because
Which
you've
one?
got
Which
the
woman?
perfect conference voice. You know, she gave up her salvation for a little cup of coffee. That lady.
Gave her salvation for a little cup of coffee.
And that didn't
Yes,
matter until the
that's
1930s under Heber J. Grant. None of that stuff was important until the 30s with Heber J. Grant. You could drink coffee, you could drink alcohol, you could smoke, all those things. But when the
Back
old
when it was
pioneer
true.
stock, well, it's like when the old pioneer stock was dying out, then they doubled down, just like with this generation, my generation. We remember all the stuff from when I was growing up, and now now you can have porn shoulders. My goodness, go to Reddit and read about the women and the men who are so freaked out now that they can see porn shoulders.
You would have gone
No.
insane
No.
if you saw that as a kid.
No, Peter. Even
No,
decaf
Peter.
coffee is not
Yeah.
acceptable.
Hot
But let
chocolate's
me
cool,
tell you,
though.
I know
If I
for
could-
I know for a fact in the Manti Temple, they drank Sanka coffee when I used to go to Manti.
Yeah.
And I
but
would
that's
eat
not
them.
Sanka?
coffee.
Coffee.
It's like
I know, but it's close. It's close.
It's a hot drink, though. You know, if I
a hot
could
drink.
You're so
give,
dumb.
if I could approach Dallin Hoax and give him, tip my cup up into his waiting mouth and let him taste some of my delicious cold brew peanut butter vanilla coffee, he would legalize it right there on the spot.
Possibly
It might,
so.
kill, it might kill him. He's
Possibly.
never had that flavor.
You know,
You used
Peter,
to
I
oatmeal.
don't know if decaffeinated coffee. I think it's coffee, period.
It's coffee,
Yeah.
period.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not
coffee,
supposed to
period.
have to do with caffeine. And this is something that drove me crazy when I was a gospel doctrine teacher, is that even Mormons don't know that caffeine is allowed. Caffeine is nowhere in the word of wisdom. It has nothing to
What?
do with caffeine.
Why
Yeah.
you'd have to get rid of chocolate if no caffeine.
Exactly.
Because caffeine's the
And
only thing that
hot-
makes
and hot
sense.
cocoa.
'Cause a
And
hot
by the
drink
way,
is
coffee
hot
is
water.
fine, but hot cocoa, which is also a hot drink,
Yeah, it's fine.
is fine.
Yeah, reverse that.
These
Because the coffee, it doesn't mention coffee in the word of wisdom, does it?
No,
No,
hot
hot
drink.
Yeah,
It
it
just says
specifically
drink.
hot
says
drinks.
It was
no. It
because,
says it
Yes.
specifically says coffee,
Nonsense.
tea, and tobacco.
because
Does it?
Hiram
Maybe they
Smith
changed it later.
changed it to hot drinks. Said hot drinks.
I thought it was hot drinks.
I never understood the coffee thing as a member, just because of my background. Like, just
Makes
any
sense.
any belief around dietary restrictions. Like, never in my life have I seen so many people try to bend the system to drink things that are like coffee,
Oh, yeah.
but
Oh,
not coffee.
Coffee
Like,
adjacent.
I don't know. I don't eat
do you
beef as a
remember?
Hindu. I don't touch anything. Like, I don't eat, like if beef has been in noodles, like my wife has, I don't even eat the noodles. It's very straightforward, very simple to follow. But Yeah, this whole like, oh, I don't know, should I eat this beef flavored thing? Like, who
Have,
does that? Like,
have you heard?
really?
Have you heard of bubble porn?
Bubble porn?
Bubble
I like
porn,
this,
where this
Tim.
guy in BYU,
He's getting canceled.
he came up with just punch holes and put it over women's pictures. Look it up. It's a real thing. It's called bubble porn.
What?
Wait,
You didn't explain.
what?
What are you talking about?
He put
Bubble
bubbles over
porn.
him?
No, he took a paper and he punched holes in it and he put it over a woman to cover certain parts of the body, but you could see the rest. And so left to your imagination. It's a real thing. It's a real thing.
Is this like the armpit crab outbreak at BYU that Rolling Stones did an article on?
Hmm.
It
I'm
sounds
trying
like
to picture the bubble porn still.
Do it.
He punched holes in
Hang
paper.
on. Here we go.
Jim's gonna bust out
There
the
we go.
collection.
I'm strangely aroused.
Bigger.
Hey, we have an active Mormon in the church. What's up, Jim?
Huh.
Welcome. You came in at a
Interesting.
great time. Perfect timing, everybody.
We're talking about who does not get into heaven, and so far nobody gets in. But please continue, Randy. Do you have another group?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
Lame
we've covered
people
the
get in.
people who drink coffee are not going to make it into heaven. Those who break the law in any form, who break the law of the land,
I'm out.
cheat on their taxes, cheat on anything,
That's the Q15
they're
out.
out.
Well, wait. I have a question. Is this, and let's just say I'm asking for a friend because I have I have a crazy past, so it's for a friend. Is this convicted of a crime or done a crime but have not been caught?
Technicality. It's very
I'm
Mormon.
gonna
to be
say
technicality.
Diamond
God
Dave
is watching.
probably on the honor system.
Okay, then I'm good because I haven't been convicted. So
I wasn't
That's
convicted.
like
I don't think
that's
I also have a question, Randy.
Yes.
Going back a little bit to the word of wisdom, what if I do not eat meat sparingly?
You're out. I'm sorry.
What if I
You're
eat
out.
meat excessively?
You're out.
what
I'm
about
out.
moderately? What about
You're-
moderately?
But
Moderately.
I still could get a temple recommend if I ate meat excessively. So why am I out of heaven?
Well, you know what? It's pick and choose by the bishop. If you
Okay.
say, Bishop, I got to confess, I eat too much hamburger, he's going to say, oh, don't worry about that. But if you say, I got to confess, I love a cigarette now and then, you're out.
Yeah, I think I
And
would
if
just
you're-
probably, I'm just going to go around to bishops until I get one that says, no, you're
EGP.
fine. Don't worry.
I'll tell you who else is out are people that smoke cigarettes that are homosexual
Well,
or
Oh,
bi
whether,
or
anybody
trans.
that's
Hold on a
anybody
second.
that
Hold on a second. Wait a minute. I smoke cigarettes, but I'm not homosexual. Can I get it?
You're out.
Yet.
Oh.
Randy,
You're out.
why did you
I'm-
specify two things at the same time?
Well,
That's
because
not
we were
fair.
already talking about the cigarette thing. So I
Okay,
just
got it.
wanted to let people know
Okay.
that whether you
That was
smoke
a
or
special
not,
category.
Okay,
If
but
Well,
you're-
I'm trying out the whole Mormon finding technical loopholes here because, I mean, I used to work in banking and we do that with taxes all the time. So, like, I'm practicing here, okay?
you're practically
Well-
one of the Q15 already, Diamond Dave.
Sweet. Oh, so
I'm
that
out.
means, wait a minute. If I'm one of the Q15, then I automatically get in because I would have my second anointing.
That's correct. The second
right.
anointing. Ding, ding, ding.
bingo.
That's right,
Yeah, you're
everyone.
good.
Oh,
Yep.
so I'm good.
Yep.
for 3
It's
generations.
almost-
You all are screwed. I'm the only one getting in, I guess, is what's happening.
Well, how do you know
The
I
gay
haven't had
thing-
it, Dave?
Well, if I'm a part of the Q15, wouldn't I know who and who
You would
has not
probably
had
know.
their
You
second?
probably
Yeah.
would know. Although
I
I
haven't
think
heard
so many
anything on that.
people have had it, it'd be hard to keep track.
They have
The gay thing
databases.
is
Yeah.
the gay thing's going to keep me out of heaven because
The word of wisdom
Um,
does not mention coffee or tea. It just says
Hot
tobacco,
drinks.
hot drinks.
Hot drinks, yeah.
It says
It was
herbs are
that
good
it was
too.
that song in our lovely Deseret where the saints of God have met. That's the one that says coffee, tea, and tobacco we despise. That's what it says.
Yes,
Mm,
that's right.
Was that about me,
that's not
Kiki?
canon.
He gets it when I got it. Now you're in trouble. Is that? Oh, it's because I'm a man. That's why.
Oh, that's
yeah.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
Sacred priesthood holder.
yeah.
The gay thing is going to keep me out of heaven. I'm going to admit that right now. I'm not gay, but here's another group.
Never have been
Those
gay.
who sympathize with the gay community, the queer community, transgender, anyone like that. If you're
Yeah.
a sympathetic soul towards them, you're out. You can't get your temple recommend.
Sympathy is from the devil. What they always say, right?
So,
Yay,
Straight out of
indifference
the-
to everybody.
so I'm gonna just say it keeps you from getting your temple recommend, Randy. But what if I've done all of these things, but I still remember all of the words and the handshakes?
Well, that's
Can't we
Can't we
definitely
still get in?
Yeah, that's why they exist, right?
You know,
I
I
still
think
remember.
if you can pull the handshakes off, you might still get in, no matter what. But
Hack the
you know,
system.
just
So how can we get
Yeah.
by the guardian if we know it? How are
You
they
know the
going to know?
words.
How are they going
Right.
to know that we
Yeah.
are? How are they going to know that we're a legitimate member?
tell
Yeah.
them
I-
your
Well,
secret
that's
name.
what I'm saying. They told us when we
It's a
did
flaw.
that we were learning all of the keywords, signs, and
That's
tokens
right.
that we would need to
To
pass,
pass by the
angels and
angels.
as sentinels.
Yes.
I have a question because somebody
Heck,
brought
yeah.
up. I have a question because Kinder Kim brought up the baptism for the dead. If I'm part of the Q15 and I have the second anointing, can I give the second anointing to the dead or by proxy to people?
Ooh,
Yes,
that is a
they do.
great
Nice.
question.
They do.
Yeah,
do.
that's a good
Yes,
one.
they
Did they do that,
Okay,
Tim?
you all now
Yes,
have the
yes.
second anointing. There, I do it by proxy. The
They,
end.
yes,
You gotta
they
wash
do
my
sec-
feet, Dave.
They, yes, they do.
Yeah, watch
I
Trevor's
gave it
feet.
by proxy. There.
Yes, they do
Ow,
second
that
anointing
just
by
splashed me in
proxy.
the eye. Holy water.
As
But
it sizzles
Kiki-
and smokes.
Kiki, the women don't wear the baker's hat. The guys do. You wear the
That's
veil.
what she's saying. She's going to wear the baker's hat and pretend to be the guy
Oh,
and say
okay.
your new name, and then you get to
Okay.
come in.
Okay.
Brain.
That's
This is
falls into the transvestite section, and you're out. I'm sorry.
this is the best chat we've had.
Randy, we say transsexual now, Randy.
Yeah, I was gonna
Well,
say,
transsexual, but transvestite is just someone who
Yeah.
dresses as the
Guess-
opposite sex.
I just
No,
said
we
cross-dresser.
just say cross-dresser now.
Guess what
I think
movie I
transvestite's
watched?
out, yeah.
Cross-dresser,
Guess what
okay.
movie I watched the other night?
Or drag.
Two on a guillotine.
Bubble
No.
porn.
No.
Tim watched Bubble.
No.
What is it?
Hello
Sweet
Kitty.
transsexual from Transylvania.
Rocky Horror
Oh,
Picture
Rocky
Show.
Horror Picture Show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I watched it the other night.
Tim Curry.
Tim Curry.
I
I've
have
been
any
watching
rice
his
around
interviews.
me.
How about toast
Sorry.
or a squirt
Do
gun?
stuff on his
I don't have
TV.
post or squirt guns. None of that. I should have it right here in my desk.
I hadn't seen it for years, and I ran across it on, I think it was Max, and I gotta watch this. Man. And then I watched did you know there's a sequel called Shock Treatment? It's on YouTube, and everybody should watch that too.
What?
Yeah,
I did not
there's
know
a,
that.
there's a
You
part
can
two.
tell a lot about a person by which Tim Curry film is their favorite.
Oh yes, well,
Right?
What movies has
right.
he been in?
It's either this or Clue. I mean,
Now he passed away, right?
no,
Tim Curry?
He's-
No.
he had
He
a
did
stroke in 2012. There's a really great interview of him from Sunday mornings, 30 minutes. I just watched it last night on YouTube.
Oh, good. I thought
Yeah.
he had passed because
He had
he'll
a
still have a
stroke.
chance to get into heaven if he gets
He-
baptized.
He lost it, use of his left hand and his feet. He can't walk. He's in a wheelchair. His face is messed up from the stroke, but it's really sad to watch him. But anytime he showed up in a movie, I just loved it. I thought, oh, this is going to get better.
And to tie this entire tangent back to the topic. Where's the church going? Fuck if we know. It's all over the place.
Well,
Wherever it feels like, gosh.
when
Dang.
when they go to the Secretary of State and file the Articles of Incorporation with the Church of Jesus Christ and drop Latter-day Saints, you will know then what's going to happen.
Well, they
once
don't
That
even
you
have
can
to
drink
do that.
coffee.
Yeah,
They just
well,
update
do.
it. They have to update the articles
have
of
to update it.
incorporation. Yeah,
Right.
they have to update the articles, but they don't have to
Once they-
refile. I don't think.
Technicality.
Right. But once they
They
update
just
it,
say cause this now.
then we'll go, wow, they
Cause-
dropped Latter-day Saints.
Yeah, that's how it happened.
And I predict that's going to happen within the next 5 to 10 years.
Oh,
You-
100%.
Oh no, within the next year. You heard it here on
They're-
You're
Tuesdays
probably
with Tim
right. You may
first.
be correct.
They're just setting.
It's
If,
already churchofjesuschrist.org.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They've already
Right.
changed the website.
Yep.
And all their paraphernalia that
matters.
they pass around. Church of Jesus Christ, Kojic.
no, they're setting themselves up to either be trolled or this is one of those things where it's like it's an either or. It's either gonna blow up in their face, or it could actually work out in their favor. Because being called the Church of Jesus Christ, the immediate question people have is which one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So either
Which one?
way,
Megan and I know someone, and I'm not going to name any names, but Tim knows her too. We know someone who's going to single-handedly take the church down.
Oh,
That's
yes.
Sing-
Single-handedly take the church down.
Single-handedly take the church down.
Yep.
Yeah, don't say the name,
Well,
Tim, if you know
what
who we're
name?
talking about. Your
you
your
should see the
favorite.
last.
Don't say
You
it,
should
Tim.
see the last message it
Don't-
sent me. Oh my
Yeah,
Oh,
god!
you
don't say it. But I've got pages and
Fucking,
pages and pages and pages of messages. So
Same,
so that's
except
what's going to happen to
voicemails.
the church, Dave.
Yeah, she's going to
Yeah.
take it down. She will
The
take it down.
church.
She's bound and determined to take it down from her wheelchair and
Ooh.
her
Get
lack
more
of
And her
clues.
fun.
roach-infested room.
her
We'll
roast
tell you in the
infested
after show. We'll tell you in the after
Oh, I think I
show.
heard
I have an.
about
I
that.
already have an idea of. who
You
it
know,
is.
Don't-
you know.
Don't say her
I
name.
think I know.
Don't say
I'm
her
not
name.
going to, but okay. So I'm right. Okay.
Earthquakes.
So, Randy, do you still have more people on your list of people who are not getting into heaven?
Oh, of course, yeah. Anyone who's ever been naked in the
Oh,
outdoors, the great outdoors. Anyone who's
What
ever
about
been
in the
naked
shower?
outside.
What about in the shower?
In the shower's okay,
What do
That's
you live
acceptable.
outside?
According to
But-
who?
according to me,
God.
because
Oh.
I've
but
done my
not-
research and my studies.
Randy,
it's
are you
not-
one of the angels that's going to stand as a sentinel?
I did not want to bring this up, but I am actually one of the 3 Nephites. Can you not see that I am
Oh,
white and
You know what?
delightsome?
It makes complete
Okay.
sense to me that in the last days that one of the 3 Nephites would have a podcast. Totally
of
makes
course
sense.
he
You
would.
knew it all along, Megan. I
And
know
it's
you
Randy.
knew
I
it.
did. I did.
All right.
Mhm.
Okay.
You know what?
All right.
Set aside the fact I've been drinking for just a second, but it just occurred to me with Randy's joke about being one of the 3 Nephites. I thought of Moroni with the flaming sword, and then I thought, wait a second, that sounds like a lightsaber from Star Wars.
Totally does, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think you're onto
Prophet.
something.
Yeah,
Onto something.
Joe wrote Star Wars.
An angel with a
Lucas
flaming
ripped
sword
off Joseph
was
Smith.
really just Princess Leia.
it's really just
Oh,
Obi-Wan
no.
Kenobi.
Yeah.
It's really
Yeah,
just
it's
Obi-Wan
Obi-Wan.
Kenobi.
Lucas, man. That's
Princess
plagiarism.
Leia could swing a saber. I'm telling you, that girl could swing a lightsaber.
That's what
She
I
She's-
never
heard.
did.
What?
In the whole series, she never did.
She never did. She's not her like her.
Yeah, she didn't have a
so
lightsaber.
perfectly her
She had, like,
force
chains.
abilities aren't
Then
based
this is
They
around.
breaking
showed-
news.
No, they showed her training with her lightsaber at one point in the.
No,
I
that-
think
that
it
Was
was
it? I don't remember.
You're
No,
thinking
that-
of
Blocked him out.
You're thinking of
Ray.
Ray. Ray.
I think you're incorrect. I think that in the
I
very
gotta
last
look this up because
movie,
I'm
there is a
Oh
scene
yes,
where
yes,
they
you're
have
correct.
training.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Very
It's all
important.
CGI. Okay. Yes. 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 It's in
I'll
the.
have to look that up because I don't
Star
recall
Wars has
seeing that one.
CGI?
Whoa!
What? No way.
When
I'm looking this up. I'm learning things.
yeah,
You're talking
it was
about
in.
the like
I think
the
it was in the last movie.
Well, I see a
Last
drawing
movie.
of her with a lightsaber in her hand.
That's canon.
it's canon. I don't know if I've seen that movie.
That
It's
drawing
in,
is
yeah,
canon.
you're right because yes, there is a training. There is, or wait, or is it? What's the one where they?
Uh-oh.
You know what this
What is
reminds me
this?
of? This reminds me
Got
of one of those
derailed.
seminary scripture chases where I got it on the first one and all the dudes are like,
What's the
it's on page 643.
what's the one where they go to steal the plans for the Death Star? No, she's not. She's only in that
Rogue
one at
One.
the end.
It's not in
Rogue
that
One.
one.
No, she's not in that one. I think it's in the last movie.
They're all the same. They're all space ladies.
And I want you to know, and I didn't leave this group out. Please understand that I've had this in mind to tell you. According to President Kimball, those who shoot animals,
Oh,
especially the little birdies,
That's
will
right.
not be going
no
to
dove
heaven.
hunting.
Don't
That's right.
shoot the little birdies.
Don't
That
shoot
was
the
a
birdies.
direct commandment from the prophet of God.
That's right. Don't shoot
Well,
the
it's
Yes,
birds.
that's
self-defense.
true, Kiki. She does appear as a CGI person in Rogue One at the very, very end. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, okay. So
She
it's
knows
Rogue
it way
One.
too well. Kiki is on that.
No, but not with a lightsaber. She appears at the end.
Not with a lightsaber, but she
Yeah,
does
not with a
appear
on-
with
lightsaber.
her little,
on the
hood.
Yeah.
on
yeah,
her
yeah. Oh, yeah.
her ship that Darth Vader captures. Anyway.
Yeah.
We're getting off topic. But
We
So
are.
what's
I
up?
thought we were talking about heaven being just like Star Wars.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
Star
I love
Wars.
that. No, Star Wars.
Lucas
No,
ripped off Joseph Smith.
Star Wars
Actually,
or Star
Joseph
Trek?
Smith, yeah, predicted
Let's see.
Star Wars.
See, Lucas plagiarized.
Joseph Smith predicted that George Lucas would rip him off to make Star Wars.
Yeah.
That's why the church is so wealthy. They have those back royalties.
Yeah, this is Lucas.
Okay. So who else?
I'm
Randy?
practically best friends with George Lucas. He
Practically.
came up to me at a Disney event, and he had what's her name? The one with the two different colored eyes, and she played Dr. Quinn, the medicine woman.
Right.
Anyway, you know who I'm talking about.
Yep.
Jane Seymour.
David
There
Bowie.
you go.
He had Jane Seymour's little kid, and he came up to me and he said, "Randy, do you know where Jane Seymour is?" And I just think that makes us friends.
Yeah.
Did
I'm
you
sure
tell-
he
did you-
remembers this. I'm sure he remembers this moment very clearly.
I mean,
He
he knew
wonders
your
what I'm
first
doing.
name.
Did you
Well, it's
tell
'cause
him
I had
where
a-
she was?
Name tag. a
Oh, you
Disney
had your name tag on.
That's why he had to
Got it.
look. Randy?
I think he knew.
Did you
Right.
did you tell him where she was?
Get caught up.
I took custody
failed?
of her kid, and she came running in because, sorry to drop names, Candace Bergen went and got her, brought her to me, and I put her under my big overcoat, and I called for a wheelchair to wheel her kid, and we made our way through the paparazzi to the medical tent because the kid was sick. He'd eaten
Oh.
too much sweet shit.
The full unedited story of that saga can be seen on my channel on the Disney
That's
Detective
right.
That's
Tells
right.
All episode.
That's
right. That's
Well,
right.
third underscore verse.
That's right.
.com.
Kiki sounds like Kiki's a big Star Wars fan. I'm mainly Legends and EU. I'm not really like I didn't really get into like the most recent ones. The movies. The most recent TV shows I've been into like Clone Wars, Bad Batch, Saw some Mandalorian, kind of got bored with that. Andor was okay, but I mainly stick to like Legends and EU. So like anywhere from 2 to 5,000 years before Anakin Skywalker was born. That's kind of my thing
Okay.
because I'm a nerd
Well,
like that.
timeline.
How can it be that long ago, Diamond Dave? Because it was 1977 when the movie came out.
Yeah, so Dave Filoni and a bunch of other people, there's like, this is why it's considered Legends and Extended Universe, is because there's the whole, like, there's the main movies, but because it's a franchise, there's a whole set of novels and video games that's all tied together from different eras. And depending on what era of Star Wars you're looking at, that kind of determines where it falls. And
Okay.
whether or not it's canon, because there are even novels before the Jedi had lightsabers. But
I get it. Okay.
So who else, Randy? Who else can't go?
Let's see. We have
apparently me, because I'm a Star Wars nerd, but didn't know about Leia in the recent movie with the lightsaber. So I guess I'm going to hell.
Please
No,
don't judge me
obviously.
for telling you all this, but people who engage in sexual relations with corpses, necrophiliacs, they're out.
That's not cool.
Do
What?
Oh,
When did that
boo!
When did that rule happen?
I mean,
it's-
I think we can
It's a victimless
definitively
crime.
say that the entirety of getting into heaven is just a bunch of kink shame. That's really all it is.
Yeah.
well, and no one who masturbates. That was the big group too.
So
not
literally,
that-
no one is getting into heaven, is what you're
Not
I'll be
telling me.
there.
No,
I'll
not
be
that I've
there.
ever done that.
I would never do that.
I wouldn't think of that, but yeah. If you've masturbated, you're out because that's next to murder.
Basically, yeah.
I'm good. I'm good on
Every
that one.
sperm is sacred.
Right? Yes. Do not spill your seed, men and women. Do women have seeds?
Yes.
They literally have
Sure.
eggs. So
Lucky ones.
Yeah, but they don't spill them when they masturbate.
not as far as you know.
Only if
Oh
they
my
do
God.
it
Of course,
Ah.
leave it to me to bring that up.
So then, okay, is there anybody else we want to eliminate from not getting into Mormon heaven?
Cool
Everyone
people?
else is okay. Oh, if you ever do any kind of hallucinatory drugs that are
Oh,
not
come on.
approved by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints,
They're
you're
all
out of there.
approved.
I'm
Just,
I'm genuinely.
asking for a friend. Which are the hallucinogenic drugs that are approved by the Church of Jesus
They
Christ? of
never
Latter-day
told me any of
Saints?
those were wrong.
Marijuana is acceptable
Yeah, of
according
course.
to according to
The Lafferty brothers.
Russell M. Nelson. Well, that's
Okay.
what my sister told me. But everything else is out. Mushrooms,
What's
nope,
medical?
going to hell.
So when did they say that?
But Randy, hear me out. What about mushroom coffee?
Oh, rise.
Ooh,
I enjoy
double hell,
mushroom
double
coffee.
hell.
That's a hot drink. Of course not.
Okay,
That's
sorry,
double
sorry.
hell. That's
right,
outer
you're right.
darkness.
Yeah.
So what are the different areas that we could go after we die?
We
Well-
could go to outer darkness.
Outer darkness, we've
That's-
talked about. That seems like a nice
That-
place.
And who qualifies for that?
Ex-Mormons.
No,
Anybody who's denied the Holy
they
Ghost.
have to have seen God and Jesus and denied that they live.
Yeah.
Denied that they've seen them.
So
Or
nobody.
know for sure it's true. Yeah, basically.
Right.
Yeah, so that
Universalist.
doesn't exist.
Yeah, basically.
Unless
What's the basic hell like fire and brimstone? A lake of fire and brimstone, you're always burning, never consumed.
There
What
is no
is
such
that?
thing as that in
in
Mormonism.
Mormonism it doesn't exist.
I mean, we
Well,
talk
I-
about
I-
fire and brimstone, but we don't literally believe in fire and brimstone because there's no kingdom that has that in it. We think it's far, far worse to be totally, totally alone than to be burning forever.
No. Because I hate burning my
Narcissism.
finger on the stove, let alone my whole body. Burning eternally.
used to it.
Eternally.
But you get
Right.
used to it. If you're forever,
Yeah.
how would you get used to it?
Yeah, you'd probably,
Yeah,
yeah.
acclimate. That's right. Okay, so outer darkness is the worst. What's the next worst?
Terrestrial kingdom.
Telestial, and then terrestrial, and then
Oh, is it celestial?
telestial.
Terrestrial.
One of those estials.
Yeah, Telestial is above outer darkness. And this I do know because I've gotten into a lot of debates with current members who say, well, no, you're not. You've never seen Jesus. You never had a full testimony, so you won't go to
PC, baby.
outer darkness. You'll just go to the Telestial kingdom, which ironically Joseph Smith said that if we could see the Telestial kingdom, we would unalive ourselves to get there because it's better than what we experience.
Megan disagrees with you. Megan disagrees with you. She says Telestial is the middle kingdom. Terrestrial is the earthly bottom kingdom.
I thought terrestrial is Earth.
Terrestrial. Let me Google this. Mormon.
I'm doing the same thing.
Because I'm almost positive it's Telestial above.
There's two T ones. It's confusing.
Yeah, it's Telestial. I'm Google imaging it, and I'm just seeing outer darkness. Telestial is on the bottom.
Oh,
Then
it is on the bottom?
That is correct.
Yes,
Okay.
Telestial. Yeah, so I was right. Telestial's on the bottom, then terrestrial, and then celestial.
Megan
Yeah.
was wrong. See, I just said that Megan said that in case I was wrong, then I could blame it on Megan. But
Oh, there you
Oh.
go. I've been the scapegoat my whole life, Randy. It's nothing new.
have I ever been a scapegoat? Nah, no.
Oh my God.
Hey, some guy out there, why don't you Google that and see if Joseph Smith did not say it?
What?
So the terrestrial, the telestial is like being on
Telestial is
Earth.
on the bottom. That's where you don't get genitalia, so you're the TK smoothie for
Hell
eternity.
yeah. Hell yeah. Get rid of that
And you don't get
nonsense.
genitalia in the next one either, right? The
Terrestrial,
No, I don't
yeah,
think so.
Yeah, but we don't
No
really talk about that
genitals.
much,
Well, at least you can't
You
get
get
kicked in the
half.
gonads.
I guess.
Yeah, it'd be so walking around would be so much easier. Way nicer.
Yeah, I know.
So
No
then we
jock
go to
straps needed.
telestial, then we go to terrestrial. Somebody look up
I'm
76.
a little confused about what is better about the terrestrial kingdom than the celestial kingdom, other than the
Okay.
fact that it's on the moon instead of on the earth.
So we're Quakers.
Yes,
We just go to the
Yes.
moons. Okay.
Where's Miss Woozy, by the way? She could tell
Miss
us
Woozy,
that.
we need you.
Well, it's the food, Megan. The food is much better in the terrestrial kingdom. Wait, terrestrial kingdom than the celestial
But-
kingdom.
But the issue that I keep coming back to once again, Randy, is that we're supposed to have perfected bodies and not need food when we get
I can't-
resurrected.
I can't fathom such a thing. I'm hoping for seafood buffets and
Hang
sushi.
on, I'm pulling up the section.
All right.
Because didn't Christ break bread and eat after he was a resurrected being?
He did.
He what?
He did not eat.
So he was
I
a
thought he-
hologram.
Broke bread with the
Exactly, Simon
apostles.
Dave. He did, but he didn't eat anything.
He's an
He
alien.
Yes,
ate
he did.
holographic food.
He ate
maybe.
fish and he ate honey.
Not after he was resurrected.
Yes, when he appeared on the
Rathbone.
shore. When he appeared on the shore,
There's gonna be a fight.
and he asked Peter to feed my sheep.
That
Your
was a
sheep?
post-resurrection meal right there.
But
That's
did
right.
he eat the meal?
Yes, he
Are you
partook of-
sure?
That's
Tim
what
was
it
there.
Chewed it up
said.
I'm
and spit it
gonna
out.
need a scripture reference.
Well, look
Tim
it up.
remembers it. It's
I was
yesterday.
there.
Tim was there.
That's right.
I get it, Tim. You were there, but
Tim
what's
was
written in the Bible, okay?
Tim was there.
I was the one that gave him the food. Okay.
He pretended to
It was
eat
his
it.
sheep.
He spit it out.
He told me he
while
liked
no one
it.
was looking. I do like honey on fish, by the way.
Okay,
That is
the
good.
ones that go in the terrestrial kingdom are the ones who died without the law.
But what's
Spirits-
better about it? That's what I want to
Hang
know.
on.
Yeah.
I'm talking
Benefits.
about the terrestrial, not the telestial. Wait.
Okay.
So the telestial.
The telestial is the first one mentioned, and then the
Oh, okay. Yeah, the Telestials for like the whoremongers and the wine bibbers and
Oh,
all
yeah.
of that. People
yes,
who knew it was wrong but did it anyway. The
Right.
Hitler.
Terrestrial Kingdom.
That's me. Yeah, that's mine.
Yeah, and then the Terrestrial Kingdom is for good people who lived moral lives but just never heard of Jesus.
Mother
is what it was.
Teresa.
Which
Oh,
is
wait.
like told me, no, Mother
She's
Teresa,
good.
no, get out of here with that crap. She
Yeah,
was
she's
not
not
a
good.
good. No,
She's
she's
horrible.
she was
not a
not
good.
she was not a good
No.
person.
I agree.
No.
I agree.
Well, she
Yeah.
did not. I know for a
Notoriously
fact
good.
she did not have sex with inanimate objects.
Aha.
That you
It's-
know
I doubt
of.
that.
Okay, Negan, it's in Luke 24, 42 to 43. He was given a piece of boiled fish and honeycomb, which he ate in front of the disciples.
What? It's
And in
magic trick.
John
Sleight of hand.
21, he
Luke
shares a
24.
meal of fish and
I'm
bread.
sorry, Luke 24. What was that reference again?
42, 43.
Scripture.
Hmm.
So it
Jeez.
seems like that food would have just fallen. I mean, did he? Well, did he need an outhouse after that?
We don't know that.
If he
I don't
chose
remember
not to.
going to
You're
the.
not supposed
Yes,
to have
I
to
did.
need
He went
plumbing in
behind a
heaven.
rock.
40 what? 40 what?
42, 43.
And they gave him a piece
Of
Of a
broiled fish.
broiled fish and
Royal?
of an honeycomb. And
Yeah,
he
we talked
put
about the
and did
spirit prison
eat
already in the beginning of the
before
episode.
them. Well, who's the he they're talking about, Tim? How do we know they're talking about Jesus in that scripture?
Oh, come on.
Is it
Also,
What do
capitalized?
the other
Are you
versions
aware?
say?
Are you aware that they didn't have ovens back then? So how are they going to just turn on the broiler and have
Wait,
fish? I call
they
BS.
did it over a fire.
It's a forgery.
But that's
Fire.
not broiling. Broiling is heat underneath and on top.
That's right.
They could
That's
do
right.
that. They could do that.
Isn't-
All I'm
You'd
saying
have
is
to
Yes.
build
there's
a
no
fire.
capital H in the hymn, so I think it's wrong. I think it's completely wrong.
Go to
How do you
John
get an
21
upside
now.
down fire?
John 21.
I'd rather not, but I will, I guess. I don't know.
How did this turn into a Bible study, Tim? What are you
Diamond
doing?
thinks Diamond
Megan
thinks
brought
it's
it up.
because
Megan wanted me to prove
being
it.
him.
What?
What? Nobody
What?
said anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't either. I don't.
Behold.
Okay, 21 what? 21 what, Tim?
I don't know.
I
It doesn't
dare
say.
you. I double dog dare you.
Okay, hang on.
No, he said feed my sheep, not feed me the sheep.
Mutton.
Some guy out there. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. When I joined, my bishop said that, and then also I forget what they're called, but the senior missionaries, when they were teaching, they told me that as well. So I just went with it because
They
why
told
would
you
they
that
lie to me?
Jesus
Well,
ate.
no, we're talking about the Joseph Smith saying they would like off yourself. Like I heard that from my bishop. I heard that from my senior missionaries. So
I heard that too, for sure.
no, you heard it too. Yeah.
Oh,
So
definitely. Yeah.
I don't know. That's just what I was told. So
I'm not seeing it. I'm in the last chapter of John, and I'm just not seeing it, Tim. I just don't think you know your scriptures very well.
That's
1 to
shots fired, Tim.
17. 1 to 17. 21,
I
1
have
to
to read
17.
17 verses? I'm not reading
starts-
17 verses.
It starts out, "Verily, verily, I say unto you."
Thus saith the Lord.
In other words, and I shit you not.
And I shit you not is the common vernacular for "and it
And it
came
came
to
to
pass."
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Broseph Smith's version.
Yep. I don't see any
Jesus,
boiled fish in this one. Or broiled fish for that matter.
Broiled.
Filleted fish?
If you put honey on fish and lemon pepper and put it in your barbecue grill or your broiler, it is so fucking
All right, Tim.
amazing.
Is it from Sofa King?
Sounds good.
It's so fucking amazing.
yes.
So this
Original
scripture
recipe?
says,
Sofa King
That's what
original?
Mike Hunt. That's what Mike Hunt says.
What?
so Tim, verse 10 says, Jesus saith unto them, bring the fish, which ye have now caught. Simon Peter went up and drew the net to land, full of great fishes, 153. And for all there were so many, yet was not the net broken. Jesus saith unto them, come and dine. And none of the disciples durst ask him, who art thou?
Durst?
Knowing that it was the Lord. Jesus then cometh and taketh bread and giveth them, and fish likewise. He gave them the fish. He didn't eat the fish.
But he did
He's
in Luke.
Closed.
He's a giver, not a
Luke was
taker.
wrong.
Tim. He's a
Why is
giver.
it
But
that
he-
no one ever recognizes Christ? You know, like Mary, his girlfriend, after
He's
he comes out
forgettable.
of the tomb, he says, "Woman."
He's
No
just another
doubt
white
not.
guy, and he's just another white guy in Israel. Like, they're everywhere, you know.
Woman, why weepest?
And they,
He's not
And he had
white.
to-
He's
oh
brown.
yeah, why weepeth the? And
Of
then he had
course
to
he's
hold
white,
his
Tim.
hands and feet out to prove who he was. It's like no one knew who he was, not even the disciples. I think there might have been 2 or 3 of them, just like Santa Claus. You got the real
See-
Santa Claus, then you got the, the Santa's helpers.
department
Was
store
what my
Santa.
parents told me.
Kiki
Yeah.
even agrees with me. He did in Luke. See?
I don't know,
Thank you,
Tim.
Kiki.
I think we should take a poll, and the loser
Okay.
has to
What?
buy the winner broiled fish.
Okay. All right. We're doing a poll in the chat.
Now, remember,
Give me your-
guys, it's not about the truth. It's about whether you want Tim to win or me to win.
Wait, Kiki
That's
said
right.
that Tim's right.
Who do you want to win?
If Kiki
Me or
said Tim's
Megan?
right. If Kiki said Tim's right, I'm going with Megan then.
Thank you, Zion's Redemption. Yes, this is true.
But it's Zion's
I can
Redemption
see the
Radio
chat.
Network. How do we know they're telling the truth? They could just be what was it you called them, Diamond Dave, the other night? Woke scolds. Isn't that Jacob?
Oh,
Hansen?
woke
Woke skulls?
libtards. Woke
Yes, there we
libtards
go.
is what
Oh.
Word Radio says. And woke scolds too, but yeah.
But he also says in the sacrament wine, part of the D&C talks about the great feast that they are going to have with food when he comes.
Now, don't bring
Oh,
the Doctrine
he's
and Covenants
coming?
into it. We know that that's all rubbish that was written by Joseph Smith when he was high on mushrooms.
Yeah, quote the book of Abraham.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the most correct book.
We know that's straight
Yeah, the
from
racist
God.
one.
Well, Moondrop
That's
thinks
super
I've never
racist.
been wrong. Okay, so put it to a vote, guys. Who wants Megan to win? Who wants me to
This is just like lying for the Lord. Which ironically is a core part of Hindu philosophy.
Oh, nice. Didn't
Yeah.
know
Well, Moondrop,
Yeah.
I have been wrong about some things. I will admit that much. Santa
Name one,
Claus.
Tim.
Okay.
Name one, Tim. What have you been
Well,
wrong about? Well, besides the church being true.
That's the biggest one.
Yeah. It's a big one. It's a big couple decade one.
That's
It's a big one.
That's a big one. That was my whole life for 47 years.
Your proxy
big one.
married to Mother Teresa? Gross.
That is a
Who
slick
is-
move, actually.
He's good to go. Okay. Oh.
And now I go to prison for inciting violence against Christians in India. Here we go.
All right. So, okay. So,
All right, Randy. So do we have a final tally on how many people actually are getting into heaven?
There's about 17 people that'll actually make it to the top degree of the
Dang,
celestial
I'm
kingdom.
surprised.
That's
it's
all
that.
you need because one is look, you think
Wait.
about this.
how many men and how many women?
One
Well,
man,
Joseph.
which is Joseph
16
Smith,
women.
and then the
It only
rest
takes-
are his wives, and we're all screwed. Is what it
It
is.
only takes
Exactly.
one
Yeah.
man. But no, when you think about it, how many gods must there be? And I know I've said this before on this show, but Mormons believe that as God is, as man is, God once was, and as God is, man may become. Well, then
Yeah.
how many people made it to the top degree of their celestial kingdom? Let's say 50,000 people made it. That's 50,000 gods right there. And how many wives do they each have? And that's just one. That's just one earth before this.
Mm.
It goes back to eternity. So there's got to be 100 bazillion trillion gazillion gods just in a square.
It sounds to me
Acre.
like Randy is discovering Hinduism, and I'm very pleased about that.
Thank you.
Because
Watch out, Randy.
Kiki
Yeah,
I'm
said there's a
not going to
primary
heaven.
song about it. Kiki said there's a primary song about it that he ate the fish.
I don't believe it, Tim.
Well, that's
Sing it.
true,
I don't
then.
believe
That's
it.
canon.
Do you know
I
it?
don't-
Do you know the
Canon.
primary song?
It happened
this is
that
what
way.
happens. This is what happens when Gene is here. We hijack the show, and now it's going to get a copyright strike.
It
know
happened
the song,
after
Megan.
I left primary, so I wouldn't know the song. It's from
Randy,
your
I don't
generation.
even know how to sing, so I don't know what you're talking about.
It's that
It's
song.
not from the green primary book. It's from the orange one, which I was never in primary for. So,
It's that
right,
song.
Kiki?
Heavenly
That's
Father,
it.
Kiki can
did
sing
you
it.
eat the
Kiki,
fish?
Put the link in so Kiki can come and sing
That's
it
it.
for us.
Hey, Randy,
No,
real
We're
quick.
going to get a
Real
copyright
quick,
strike.
who
Will
sings
we?
that song? Just in
She
general.
could
About
read
eating
it.
the fish?
Foreman.
Yeah, who sings that song, Randy?
It was
The band
Michael
Fish.
Bublé.
All right, let's keep it that way.
Oh, Gene says, as I am, everyone wants to
Not
become.
cool, Dave.
Really?
Not cool.
Gene, you don't want to be me. Nobody wants to be me.
I gotta give someone a hard time because Gene's not here, so
I
Randy
know.
just volunteered, I guess.
Oh, hell, I'll take it.
Okay. All right. Like grains of can. Santa,
I-
oh my goodness. This is the best chat we've ever had. This is
And
the
I'm going to
funnest
share
ever.
something.
You got
I'm
to
going to share a little
dictate to me.
secret with y'all. These, I invented this tonight. These are my glasses. They're clear, right? And then I have
I hope so.
the yellow
Oh, that's fun.
that I put on them. And then I take my see-through red ones, put it on there, and it matches my headphones. Perfect.
Very fun.
Okay. And
I just wanted to share that.
okay. So
Quiet,
so the only
quiet the crowd.
one that's gonna make
I like
it.
that.
Only one man and 16 women. You sure 16?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Is that
17
enough?
people. It says in the
Scripture.
scriptures. The
It
17
says
people.
100. No, in the scriptures it says 144,000.
That's a typo.
That's before they narrow it down. They
I
start
thought-
with
wait,
144,000.
I thought
We
the
gotta whittle it down.
144,000 are at least in mainstream Christianity, because I grew up in the era of the Left Behind series. I thought the
Oh my
Left Behind,
goodness.
the Left Behind series. I thought the 144,000 is like the 144,000 like people from Israel who like convert to Christianity during the time of
Yeah.
the tribulation.
Most
You have
Christians
to
don't
be a
believe
Jehovah's
that.
Witness.
Yeah, it's Jehovah's Witnesses believe that most.
I thought it was the
Yeah.
Scientologists.
What's the difference? A couple of names are different.
Well, the
I
J
mean,
Dubs are the ones who are all like 144,000.
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
hardcore.
Same shit, different day.
Are you going to be one of them?
No.
No,
I
I'm
don't
not.
care.
I
They're
I
pass.
don't care.
I'm going to take a
the
pass
few
on.
that are
It doesn't
weirder
matter.
than Mormons.
I don't want to be there
Yeah.
Okay, you're
because my
right.
friends won't be there.
I have three. I have
No
3
holidays
million.
are too nice, though.
I have, as a Hindu, I have 3 million gods I have to keep track of. I don't have time for that. Okay.
3 million.
They have that many
How many can you name,
gods?
Dave? How many can you name right now? So,
I mean, there's so many. There's like, so
Krishna.
it depends on. Well, there's Krishna, Hanuman, Pavarti, Sati. Oh crap! There's like Agni, god of
That's
fire.
You can just make noises and
Soma,
all
moon
agree.
god. Like, you know,
All I know is
And
Krishna.
apart from
Lakshmi.
the pear tree.
Lakshmi, Durga, Mahakali, like, but yeah,
You could
the
just
point
say
is
words.
there's like, to answer, I think it was Randy's question, like, there are that million gods. It depends on how you look at it. Some Hindus see it as one god with multiple reincarnate, or like multiple aspects, like Christians do, right? One
That's
god,
so fun.
3 persons. We have one, they believe one god, like a lot of incarnations. I believe that they're actually separate gods.
But
But
equal,
they're
are they
part of
equal?
I mean,
Separate-
in their own
separate but equal?
domains. In a way, yeah. I mean, in their own domains. Because each god, like, it's more kind of similar to like traditional paganism, but like each god is a god of a particular thing. So Lakshmi is like the goddess of wealth, home, hearth. Mahakali, Mother Kali, is the incarnation of Parvati, and she's in control of death, femininity, and time. And then Lord Shiva is both the creator and the destroyer.
Do you have like altars of these gods that you pray to or something? Or
I used to have an altar. I don't have an altar here. Like, we have a whole bookshelf of like, because my wife's family is like all Tibetan Buddhist, so they have like the idols of that tradition that have been blessed by like the Dalai Lama and other monks that are just piled on the wall. I should see you guys a picture of that. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But
Cool. Okay, so Kiki sent you the lyrics, Megan, to that song.
And that proves
What song?
That,
I don't even know what
the
we're
fish
talking
song. God eating fish.
the fish
Oh, the
song.
fish song. The one with
band
baby
Fish.
shark, do 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 do
Oh
do.
God.
Jesus ate the
So-
fish.
There's someone at my door. I think it is the person delivering my portal for the Terrestrial Kingdom. So I'm just gonna go check on that.
Okay,
If you
go
come
check
back
that.
looking
Chad's
like
there?
a Barbie doll,
Chad is at the door?
Chad Daybell? What?
Delivering the portal.
Oh.
I think Gene lied to me. I put in an address for the after show. He says just copy the URL in the bar up there.
It's in both chats.
Is it?
It's in both chats. Yes.
Okay, so if people click on that, that'll get them in.
That should.
Can someone
okay.
click on that link I just posted just to see
What?
if it brings you in? Because we're
So-
going to
Is it
be
a different show?
entering the
What would be a
after
nightmare,
show
Jesse?
domain.
I'm curious because Jesse said that would be a nightmare. Is that about like what we were talking about, or Chad Daybell? We're all over the place. I'm trying to keep up with the chat and interact with the chat, but it's not going so well.
I understand, Dee Dee.
It's easy.
You
If you can't see the
understand
chat.
that.
If you can't see the chat, it's easy.
bubble porn. That's
Yeah,
a
this is-
circuitous
It
route.
was life
Isn't
changing.
that amazing?
Chad
that
Daybell at the
bubble
door.
porn- That bubble porn is the real thing. I couldn't believe it when I ran across
I'm
it.
never going to be the same. I'm going to be addicted to that now, Tim. It's got me a new addiction.
Okay. All right.
Never
Good.
Can't go
good,
to work
good.
tomorrow because I'm just going to be
Oh
looking at
shoot!
that all
I'm
day.
sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I'm glad you found something to masturbate to.
Yeah, it'll enlighten my life.
Bubble porn.
Expand my horizons.
I couldn't believe it when I found out about that. I thought, "Are you
That's
shitting
funny.
me?" And then I found it, and I was like, "Oh my
Where did
god!"
you find? Where did you find that at?
Somebody
In a
mentioned it
bathroom?
in the ex-Mormon group.
Oh,
No,
okay.
somebody mentioned in the Facebook ex-Mormon group, and I went to look at it, and it was like, and there's a
And you
whole
were hooked.
article about it. There's a whole web page devoted to it. So
Very weird.
Well, Tim, if you ever want to travel, this literally just popped up on my Facebook feed. A Japanese company is offering foreign tourists a chance to experience high school for a day for $220, complete with anime-style teachers and Sailor Moon uniforms.
all
So
right,
Ooh, that fit Tim real good.
I'm going.
there's your
You just gotta get to
anime-style.
Japan.
Yeah, I got to get to Japan.
It's a small hiccup. But
So
it's only like
if I get to Japan, I can get there for $20. Wow.
How much is a ticket to Japan? Like $2,000 or something?
Oh,
A good,
geez.
yeah, at least tickets to Japan from, I'm gonna say Utah. I don't know where.
Or
I don't know
LA,
where.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
All right. Tickets, airline tickets, flights to Japan.
I feel a
cheap
field trip
flights
coming
to
on.
Osaka. Well, okay, so if you want to go through like trip.com, you can get like, I'm seeing $63, $36.
Wait, what?
This is like
To Japan?
this is what, yeah, this is one way economy, and it's from trip.com. Don't trust it. I never
This
use
is
trip.com when I
$60.
travel.
You can't
Yeah,
even fly to
'cause what
Vegas for that much.
Yeah, but the thing about this is like, so one thing I know about trip.com, because I've had friends that have used it and I always tell them not to and they don't listen to me until after, is that what trip.com does is it takes the money, right? So you pay for like today's date and you pay like $39, right? But that's on the basis that there's a leftover seat that hasn't been claimed on that flight.
Okay.
Gotcha.
That's why they're so cheap.
Okay.
But like, I flew here from Utah to Mongolia one way and in economy class, and it was about 1,500.
Okay. So I figured.
Ouch.
So
It's a long
we've
flight.
determined that only
With
17
a
people are
discount,
going
by
to.
the way, with a discount, it's probably
Okay.
more on a discount.
So
Veterans
we've
discount?
determined that only 17 people will make it to the Celestial Kingdom, right?
Yep, that's
Yep.
it.
It's canon. It's
And
canon.
that's it. So the rest of us can be nihilists and heathens
Hell yeah.
and debaucheries
Whatever the
or
hell you
whatever.
want to be. That's
Well,
right.
what? Just remember that. None of it matters. It's all made up anyway. And you get 1,000,000 points for playing our game tonight.
Absolutely.
It's a good start.
And
1,000,000 points.
after, I think we should probably put together a cruise, a Tuesdays with Tim and listeners cruise. Stay tuned for more information on that.
Right
But I
on.
think
Okay.
it's almost time we wrap up because we've been
Yeah.
going for
An hour
well
and a half.
over an hour and a half. So we really do
thank-
appreciate what, Tim?
I was going to say, we'll say good night.
Oh, yeah. I
Have
thought
a
you
good
were
week.
flipping me off. Yeah, thank you all for
No, I've
listening.
never.
Night,
No,
Randy.
this is flipping you off, not this or this. No, I'll never do this or this to anybody here. No, guaranteed.
For this. And
We love all of our listeners, and we would love for you to come into the after show.
That's
Yeah.
a cuckold.
Come in
Yeah,
after show.
How do you
come hang out
wait?
with us? Come hang out with us.
Time out, Megan. How do you put the dang link up
After
there?
show?
I'm doing what Gene said, and it's not working. Speaking
Are
of
you
Gene,
sure it's not working?
I put it up there.
Gene to the
Okay.
rescue.
Put it in both chats.
well, Gene, you
Gene
got
looks
here
like he's
just
in
in time to
airplane.
join us in the after show.
What, Gene? We're about to say good night. How's Thailand? Can you hear
Well,
us, Gene?
Apparently
fancy.
not, but
He froze.
hey, we love you
Oh, no,
all.
he turned
Thank you
into a
for
statue.
coming and listening, and come join us in the after show. And I will end this show right
Right.
now.
Now.